Hello, my name is Natalie Munoz, and I just finished watching The Graduate, and I really liked it. I think I thoroughly enjoyed it. Probably, if had I not taken this class, probably wouldn't have grasped a lot of the things that the cinematographers wanted to convey to the audience. Um, so I'll just dive right in. I think the biggest thing that caught my eye was the use of darkness and light, or I guess the contrast, and what it symbolized for each character. For Ben, his darkness consisted mostly of loneliness. Um, Whenever he was in the light, or rather when he was in the dark, you you felt like he was much more comfortable. I sensed that he was much more comfortable. I sensed that he had an easier time breathing. But when he was in the light, whenever someone would push him into the light, like his parents did at the party, he was overwhelmed. He was suffocating. Not to get melodramatic, but you could tell that he is one that likes to live in the dark because the dad turns on the light when he is in his bedroom, um, or when he's in the when he's in Mrs. Robinson's house and she's trying to seduce him. She also has her own darkness, except it's one that has been more, I mean, over years of, life experience, years of heartache and loneliness and depression and, being a housewife. I'm sure that it comes with a lot of baggage, for the lack of a better word. But anyway, she has her own darkness, but it's one that she's been able to control so that she can, I guess, have an easier time making relationships with people. But anyway, her house, the bar, it's a really, really good scene where you're able to see the use of light and darkness and its contrasts. For instance, where she's sitting at the bar and she's being very sexy, she's trying to seduce him. He backs away into the shadows of the room, as if to kind of imply that he's not ready for that. He's not ready for that kind of relationship because I think they point out how he's never had sex before. He's not ready to share the darkness with anybody. He's not ready to commit something like that. It's absurd to him because that's what he instantly thinks, that what he's doing is wrong since she's in the light. What she's prepared to do is something it's not appropriate, it's not right, and she's okay with it. She's okay with being in the light about it, but he isn't. He's not ready for that. And then when the tables turn, when you see her very sultry leg, kind of consume the screen, and then you see him, you see his little body and right in the center, and he says, "I think you're trying to seduce me." And the light is finally on him, and her leg is dark. I feel like she's kind of showing her darkness, which is a much more sexually driven darkness because she's so lonely. And the light, when it's cast upon him, I think that demonstrates how green he is and how, innocent and young he is compared to her. And then the final scene that I'm going to talk about is the scene where she takes him up to see Elaine's portrait. Elaine's room, compared to the rest of the house, is white. Everything in the room is white. Even her stupid picture, well, not stupid, even her picture is glorified by that little light. And I think I've mentioned this in all my responses, but it's pretty much glorified. Like, she is this virginal, perfect, young, innocent girl, just like Ben. Yeah, just like Ben. But she doesn't struggle, at least so far, as far as we're concerned, as far as we're aware. she doesn't struggle with that. She doesn't struggle with the darkness. But I think I want to run out of time soon. So, yeah, that she isn't like him, and that she is the light, and he's constantly looking for it. And when the more time he spends with her, the less he needs the darkness. So you're welcome to respond, and any response would be great. I would be very grateful for. So I think we're just going to shut my trap now. Thank you for listening.